In today's video, we're going to be covering the Git list of deploys universes repository API. Now to start, you want to go to the documentation. Within here, you'll find the URL you need to hit. So if we copy and paste this, in my example, I'm going to be using Postman. So we can paste this in here to the URL. And then we're going to need to know which URL to hit. Now, if you come into your repositories within MDH, you can hit the action cog next to the repository in properties, and it'll tell you which Atom or cloud you're running on. For me, I'm using the East Hub Training Cloud. So my URL will be slightly different than yours, most likely. However, I'm going to take from here. And you're going to replace everything up to /MDM. Now, you can use the IP and the port as well, but this is just how I'm preferring to do it. Now, if we hit send, we'll see the response. Then the response will find the ID for the universe, the version, the name. And if you come down further, you can actually see the model fields. So this is the contact model. Within here, we'll see name, phone, email, address, postal code, country, etc. It also includes other helpful fields such as type, whether it's required, the max length, repeatable, whether it's repeatable, etc. And one last consideration is if you're not sure which URL to hit, you can actually come to this this documentation page connecting to the Boomi Atom clouds and Hub clouds, and within here you can find the appropriate URL to connect to based on what property you have configured here. And the last consideration, I'm not going to show it for security purposes, but authorization. You just use basic authorization. And if you need to know which username and token to use for that, you actually just come in here to your repository, and you can go to the configure tab. I won't show it again for security purposes, but within there, you'll find a username and a token, and you can just use that for username password within a tool such as Postman. And that concludes today's video. Thank you for joining me.